That's not the best background, a pylon. There is over there, like the Yarrow Ranges, which are probably very nice, and I feel quite a desire to go over there, even though it's not possible at present. Just over there, you can see it all there. Probably about, I don't know, 30, 40k away, maybe 30, 35. Yeah, I'm aware that most of my vlogs recently pertain to, I don't know, like habits, sex expectation, self-expectation, sometimes masturbation, habits, eating better, getting in shape, and yeah, I don't know, I think perhaps one day I'll reflect on this and I'll be like, man, that was just a time where I wasn't okay with myself. This whole, I don't know, maybe I never really have been fully okay with myself. I know over the last 3 years, yeah, 3 years pretty much. Yeah, it's August. Shit. 3 years that it's been quite challenging. The end of 3 years ago was the end of my relationship. I guess I mark that as when I started not being okay with myself, but I think it was when I moved to that small town in Grantham, because it coincided with the ending of my relationship. And doing that job I just despised, that really tore me down mentally. And then, yeah, flattening my emotions, and I thought of that's the phrase I'm looking for, flattening of the emotions, because that's a song by a band called Death. Very good song, if you're into that sort of shit. You probably know the song if you are into that sort of shit anyway. That's when I started, first read like Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, started having massive self-expectations, and then I went travelling to Ireland 2.5 years ago, so in the middle of my internship, and that was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that. I don't know, maybe it wasn't as good as I expected, because there were some down points I remember, which every down point pertained to either girls and feeling I should be socialising in a common room, but I felt a lot of anxiety to do so. I remember one time I just sat in my bed eating these sweets / this chocolate / sweets I bought from a little shop, little confectionery store. I was reading Lord of the Rings in bed with them, just on my mind, just thinking I should go and socialise. I really should be meeting people and see if anyone wants to do anything. I just felt a lot of anxiety, and I didn't, and I felt really guilty. And then I went travelling that summer, when I went to Milan and obviously an Extreme Fest and Wacken, and that was really cool. That's when I first did like my first proper cold approach, and so I mean, I'm remembering it in terms of like women and what I did with girls and stuff. And I went to Berlin. That's the first time I went to Berlin. Have I only been there once? Yeah, I've only been there once, haven't I? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I have only been there once. That's when I went to Berlin. In Prague? Yeah, I was in Prague. Yeah, it was damn good. That was a fucking cool summer. So I did that for like a month. And then year 3 started at uni, and then I had massive self-expectations regarding girls. I flunked. And then, last summer was incredible. And then now it's just been, and then after last summer, that was living with my parents. That wasn't great. No, that wasn't good. I think possibly mainly because of the environment, and possibly also because I didn't feel much autonomy at all. And I think, I was talking about control yesterday, and I had it on my mind, like, all we have is the illusion of control. But even then, I didn't even have that illusion. If you've got your own place, if you've got a secure job that you enjoy, you've got this control, but it's probably elusive because you're not entirely in control of it. I mean, look at COVID. I got a job and I was really enjoying it. coming home, I was enjoying just life, and then this Wednesday, you know, I'd lose it for 6 weeks, at least, most likely. We still haven't received a response regarding whether we'll be paid leave. How have I spoken for 5 minutes already? I don't know. How I have spoken for 5 minutes already? I don't know. But yeah, then this guy put in chat, a print screen of an email saying, oh, there might be jobs that are exempt from the restrictions. If you're interested, inquire. So I sent an email late last night. It'd be nice to hear a response on Monday. And I imagine we'll receive a response regarding whether we will be paid or not on Monday also. Yeah, so I think, eventually, I don't know. I mean, Nico was saying, like, oh, you know, if you go cycling for a year, then you'll just end up probably more lost than you are now, or it's possible that you'll end up more lost than you are now, because you'll finish the cycling thing and then you'll be like, now what? And that's entirely possible, but I think that depends on how I treat the, what do you call it? That looks so fucking Brunswick, doesn't it? It's like fucking twiddly widdly. But that depends on how I look at the cycling thing. Like, if I'm looking at it to solve any of my problems, then yeah, I'll end up lost as fuck. But if I'm looking at it as a chance to learn, then I think I'll be better off. You know, I'll be more understanding of what I enjoy, just as this Australian experience has done me so far. I mean, now I realise I probably never want to work in an office again. And I've kind of learned that I've tried software development, I've tried freelancing, and it just doesn't seem to be for me. You know, indoors and staring at a screen, it just doesn't. At the moment, I have some confidence in that I won't be freelancing software development. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because there's not really any freelancing you can do, really, where you're not behind a screen, unless even if you're writing, you've got to be behind a screen. So I don't know. I don't really want to force myself. You know, Nico said, like, oh, he doesn't really enjoy any of his gigs he gets, but I don't think they make him anxious, and I see him doing it and listening to music and headbanging and seemingly somewhat enjoying himself. And maybe it's just my current state of mind, in that, you know, I'm not in a good state of mind to be behind a screen all day and software developing. So perhaps I can actually do it and I can enjoy it, but for the time being, it's just not for me. It's not what I want to be doing in this current state of mind, current climate as well. What else? So yeah, maybe I'll just travel and pick up work as I go, labouring and, I don't know, acquire skills, plastering, I don't fucking know. I really don't know. I need some way to make money, so that will be a future issue, future problem. And I could say, it's quite easy to say, well, you know, if you learn freelancing, you could do it when you travel, you never really have the issue of money, but I just don't know how anxious it will make me and how much it will affect my mental state in the future. And I've got that self-expectation of, oh, I should be freelancing, I should be doing X, Y, and Z. So I'll see, but for now, I'm not going to be pursuing it. I'm not really writing much in terms of like my books or anything, which I'm quite kind of fine with. Like after this jog, I'll do a bit of shopping, shower, make porridge, read, and then I'll probably game. And yeah, like yesterday was relatively enjoyable. I played through Killing in the Name Of on guitar, not perfectly. Those birds, not perfectly at all, but it was really fucking fun. Like getting into the breakdown and near the end of the song. Zach De La Rocha screaming motherfucker, that is just, I was playing that and it felt, damn, it was fun, you know, that was fun. So I'm just going to keep doing stuff like that. I mean, if I'm burdening myself with self-expectations and saying, okay, now I should read, now I should do this, I only meditated for 20 minutes, I should be doing 40, then I'm just not going to be enjoying anything. I'm going to suck in the joy out of everything I do, like I have done in the past. So yeah, now I'm going to go to Woolworths, which is a superstore over here, and I'm not going to look at the ranges anymore because I really want to go just, I don't know, hiking on my own or with someone else, just escaping. Is that what it is? You know, is that really what it is? Escapism? Escapism from what? Civilization? The city life? Must I live in the city? I guess I'll think about that over the next day or so, or next 10 minutes until I forget about it. But yeah, like, what is escapism? I mean, unless you're escaping from your own problems, then yeah, that's escapism, but escaping from the reality that you have to be living in a city and having a 9 to 5 or whatever, no, that isn't escapism. That's just, seems to me that you're doing what you prefer and what is more conducive to your personality. Yeah, 11 minutes. I'm gonna go.